So it's very much about integrating Dharma into my everyday activities, rather than thinking about meditation in the morning and then forgetting about it for the rest of the day.
If you want to make your life meaningful and make spiritual progress, it's really important to try and find ways to turn those activities that you spend the rest of your day doing into spiritual activities that can give you experience of Dharma.
During my everyday life, cycling, walking, going on the tube, whatever it might be, integrating it into those practices, those activities.
Once you start integrating like Dharma teachings in your whole life, there's no difference, between your life and Dharma.
Everything outside you keep as normal. You don't worry about it. You don't spend time on those questions. Should I do this? Should I do that with my life? You don't worry about those things. Keep everything outside as normal and just focus your energy on spiritual practice, changing your aspiration.
So I get up and I get my broom and I sweep. I sweep the room. Up there upstairs, one day is upstairs, another day is downstairs, another day is the bathroom, another day is the bedroom, and another day is my little gompa. I know I am purifying my negative imprints, and I am purifying my negative obstacles, and I sweep with a really mindful mind.
When you go to office, you have a lot of white shirts and clothes you need to iron. So when I got very busy and I have a pile of those shirts and stuff to iron, I just take my iPhone and put the audio or video recording of Dharma teaching, put it in front of me, in front of the iron board, and I'm there because my mind is free. My hands are working, but my mind is totally available at this moment.
Just changing that perception of what Buddhism or what Buddha is. It's not about sitting on a mountaintop somewhere. It's about applying certain techniques and methods to make our lives happier and more peaceful.
I've developed a car practice, a walking practice, a bed practice.
Whatever you do, whether you cook, you wash, you travel somewhere, you can always just contemplate and think and again and again and again, and then you just never know when some realizations comes.
It is a little bit distracting because you still think during the cooking, but it's better than nothing. I guarantee you will have 1 or 2 aha moments while you cook. So the important thing is, if you're following a recipe, to make sure everything is ready and then put the Dharma teaching so you can focus. Yeah.
So I try to do a balance. So I want to do exercise, but I don't want to do it so that it disturbs my mind. So I do it so I can. So I take my iPod and only my Buddhist prayers are here, no other music, and then I choose. So I try to do Dojo Shukden prayers if I haven't done them that day. And when I finish that, if I go for a longer walk, then I try to do either Tara mantras or Medicine Buddha. So yes.
So as Kadampas, we understand that it's not the external condition that determines whether we make spiritual progress. It's our attitude towards that external condition, and it's our effort through using our wisdom and following the instructions of our spiritual guide. It's our effort in transforming our daily life into this spiritual path that actually determines whether we make spiritual progress. It's nothing whatsoever to do with our external conditions. They don't have to change.
I should say maybe today it's easier than before because we have different available formats. We can read, we can listen, we can watch.
I have all my Dharma books downloaded onto my phone now. So for me, it's very easy just to kind of go to a particular book that I'm studying for the week or something that I think will inspire me. I can just literally turn to my phone and find it there. That is wonderful about modern technology, that you can do that now.
Well, the one thing I really like about the Kadampa practice is that we have a toolbox. So I open my toolbox and then I just see what tools I can use at that time.
You act as a kind of role model for your sons and daughters. So I think the more you develop a peaceful state of mind, this will rub off on your family.
Thinking always, what does she need? What does she want? And her happiness at the moment is way more important than mine.
Children pick up things very quickly, and if you're angry, whether you express it or not, they pick up on that. And so if you're coming from a good heart, a good place, children pick it up very quickly. So I think that's something that I, as a parent, I think is so important. That what you putting out psychically in a way or mentally, they're picking up on all the time. And I think that's really not to be underestimated in a way.
And that experience of thinking about her concerns first, what does she need, what does she want, that's something that I try to extend to everybody. If I'm at work and I notice somebody, they need my help, rather than thinking, oh, I'm too busy, I've got my own things to do, and being narrow-minded, thinking about my own concerns, what do I want? I've got my own deadlines, and I'm busy as well, you can sort yourself out. I think, well, okay, their problems, they're important as well, they're just as important as mine, and they've asked me to help, I should help.
And that can be done in a very simple way, just by making somebody a cup of tea, for example, at work, or saying something to somebody, in exchanging, a smile with somebody. But that happens because I think in the morning, you've created that kind of space for yourself to feel peaceful and happy.
I think that the more we can come out of our own little bubble of me, my world, my needs, my job, my money, my family, that's like our natural instinct, isn't it? So we can come out of that little bubble and we start to see that it's almost like looking in the mirror, you think, they're just like me. They've got their family, they've got their worries, their responsibilities, and that's the way we connect so well, is that we're all in this together, we're all in the same boat.
Not only it became like a little practice that I would do like 5 or 10 minutes a day, it just became the way I think and what I think and what I do. It just became part of my whole lifestyle.
There's nothing more beautiful you could ever do with your life other than becoming a Kadampa.